Folks, before we get into today's episode, don't forget to check out the brand new Patreon page. It's patreon.com/snackspot, but more on that later. Let's get into the show. Let's talk about my Addams Family costume. Gomez keeps that thing on him at all times. I thought it was pretty funny.
We are rolling.
Oh, fuck, we are?
Man.
God damn it.
I always sleeping every time.
I know, I do a little bit. Low energy. But, so, how was your Halloween weekend? I didn't get to see any pictures of you in your costume. I really want to see them.
Yeah, I'll show you one. We only took one picture.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all the camera can handle, baby.
Costume wasn't great.
But
my Hannah's was good. But
yeah. I bet you looked good, though. I'm excited to see it. Did you have a fun time, though?
Yeah, we had a great time. We had a little Halloween party on Friday. Had a blast doing that. That was really the extent of it. I had to go to a wedding on Saturday.
Halloween wedding?
Yeah, Halloween weekend wedding.
Was it spooky at all?
No, not spooky.
A little corpse bride action?
No, I think it was last wedding of the year. I'd say like you get one more fall wedding in at the end of October, and then most of the venues shut it down. So yeah, one last wedding there, and then that was pretty much the extent of my Hallows Eve. My weekend. I mean, I've been talking for weeks about how excited I've been about Halloween this year. Yeah. Completely lived up to the hype. We went to this great Halloween party. Is it the one you go to every year? Yeah. Yeah. And it was so fun this year. And we won best couples group costume or whatever, which was sick. Yeah. But my favorite thing about this Halloween party every year is that there's this dude, shout out to him, I'm going to say his name, Josh, because he's a great guy. He's this dude who I only ever see at this party once a year, and we end up talking and playing flip cup a ton, and I just love I don't know anything about his life. I just see him once a year at this Halloween party. We're like, dude, what's going on? I'm like not even necessarily confident that he knows what my name is because he just calls me whatever costume I'm wearing that year, which I'm all for. But he's a very nice guy, and I mean now. I'm not, me, I'm not much of like a drinking game type of guy, but Martian's got the death beam pointed at Earth, you got one shot, I'm taking flip cup. That's my game. And I always end up anchoring, and I really let the team down this year. I felt I couldn't even look Josh in the eye. Really?
I won't be able to look him in the eye until next Halloween.
About how good you were.
I typically was, but I couldn't close it. No. When I was Bob from Bob's Burgers the one year, I was using my spatula though, and that baby, I mean, fucking McDonald's was about to sign me, dude. They had fucking BK scouts out there looking with my spatula work, man. I could have signed a huge deal with Wendy's.
Fresh, never frozen.
Fresh, never frozen, baby. That's
right
what they call me.
Only every few years they like redo that marketing campaign. They go to they'll do 6 months of fresh, never frozen, and then they'll go back to frozen burgers, I'm assuming. And then, when things start to die down, they'll pick back up on the fresh, never frozen train. No way.
I think they're always. Yeah. I think they're always fresh, dude. They might not even. So. You got to change the ads once in a while. But
they always they always circle back to once every year or two. You got
to remind people.
And they reinvent their French fries more than any other fast food chain.
That's true. They're trying to find. They got to see what hits as far as that goes.
Yeah, which is tough.
Oh, dude. So the other thing I've been doing is I've been watching a lot of videos of British kids reacting to American things, or British kids trying American foods. I've been watching a ton of videos on that, and I think I might have to pop across the pond and get in a couple of these guys' faces, because first and foremost, some of their stuff I'm like, okay, I can kind of see. They said Cheez-Its are a little bland, which I kind of get. But they're coming at goldfish, which is just not wrong, just incorrect. How are you gonna come at? And this is the other thing. I know I think I hate England. I think I might hate it over there. I like the idea of living in London because it seems like it's got the kind of weather that I would be super into.
It rains all the time,
and that's what I like, though. I like a kind of a dreary sense.
That's ass.
No, I like that, dude. I like a dreary kind of deal. And plus, look at my fucking see-through skin tone, dude. The only way I'm gonna survive, the only way I'm gonna live past 45 is if I cut the sun out a little more. Yeah, if I get a little dreary, baby. Okay. But God, these British kids, They did like Popeyes, which was a big one. I was like, if they start saying bad things about Popeyes, then I am going over there. But I think England, they get shit on a lot because their food is so gross.
Their food is ass.
For a reason, dude. Dude, they don't even like...
I think everything they eat is gray. Beans.
It's all beans, and you know
potatoes.
how I feel about beans.
See, I like beans, but I don't think they're doing beans the right way.
No, they're just putting them on a... it's gross.
They're just like boiling them, turning them into mush.
They boil everything. That's the only way they know how to cook. Yes, they boil everything.
Everything's gray.
There was this one where they went to a barbecue restaurant that was opened by some American people that like moved over there to open a barbecue restaurant, and the whole place was the whole place was nobody was in there because nobody knew what barbecue was. And honestly, I think if they tasted that much flavor, their fucking dicks would explode because I hate them so much, Matthew. They make me so
used to the absence
angry.
of flavor.
Yes, exactly. It drives me fucking nuts. I can't stand these kids. And also, you know what I learned recently? One, England, in case anybody doesn't know, super racist, obviously. You got the Queen. Everybody, doesn't like that. But Hitler was like a big fan of England. Hitler considered Germany and England to be like kindred spirits. And they obviously bombed London. He didn't want to do that. He was like, guys, he's telling Goebbels, he's telling fucking Himmler, he's like, guys, no, we just got to give them a chance to come around. Hitler was England's biggest fan, was a huge supporter. He wanted England to be Nazis with him so bad that he would have like, you know how sometimes you have like a friend or there's like a kid who like will let you borrow any of his toys just if you will like be his friend. That's basically Hitler to England at that point. Yes. So again, England just bad across the board. I'm saying it. Although they seem to have hit something with soccer. I know that's not really our thing, but it's a huge deal. So good on them for that.
I feel like they're pretty average at it.
Yeah, I know, but at least they got like, something going on. You know what? Fuck that. Good point, actually. Good point. Brazil's way better at soccer. Everybody else.
Argentina.
Argentina? Are you kidding me? Give me a break.
Yeah. France.
And you know what else I learned recently? So the potato famine.
Yeah.
There was no famine.
Dude, don't even start this with me because I tried to have this conversation with you on this podcast once and you were like, look it up. And I was like, I can't. But I've heard this before too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There was no famine. England was in full control of Ireland at that time, and Irish people weren't allowed to eat anything except potatoes. Yeah. Everything else, all of their other food. England's like the fucking grasshoppers in A Bug's Life. I'm pretty sure that's what Bug's Life is about. It's about
the potato famine.
Yes, it's about the potato famine, dude.
Or the lack thereof.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
All the Irish ants had to pile up all their food on one big leaf and send it across the pond to the English people.
Or what's that movie where I think it's the new Jurassic Park movie.
I haven't watched the latest one.
Yeah, they have like the company that like owns all the dinosaurs now has like dude, if this isn't Jurassic Park, it's so embarrassing. So I'm about to tell you this
what other movie?
Because it might not be dinosaurs. But there's like this locust, but I feel like it is because the Asian guy from Jurassic Park is in it.
Yeah. B.D. Wong, I think
they have these like locusts, these massive locusts that they swear are gonna like be good for like global warming or something. Maybe I made that part about it up, but then they release some of them, or like they get released, and they're the exact opposite. They eat like all the crops in the entire country except for the crops of the brand that like modified the locusts kind of thing, and it's this whole ordeal. I think
that's too real. That's based on a true story. It's got to be. That, god damn it.
And these fuckers are nasty looking. These giant locusts.
So angry. Oh, I'm sure. Jurassic locusts.
That's
pretty wild to me. But the point is, fuck England. England sucks. It's the reason we got out of there when we did. USA forever. End of story. Matthew Perry died.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Yep.
For now.
I feel like Matthew Perry is a big one where it's sad that he died, obviously, but I think because his book came out not too long ago, and it got completely shit on. Like, everybody was like, Matthew Perry sucks. This book is fucking terrible. And now that he's dead, they're like, oh, God, Friends was so good. We miss Matthew Perry. And I guess it's the same thing when, like, anybody dies, you know. People are fake about it, or what, for lack of a better term, I guess, whatever. But I feel like Matthew Perry is like a real example of people just completely flipping on it to, I guess, make themselves look good. Because it sounded like he was a real jerk, kind of. And he had problems. He had a lot of troubles for sure. But
is that what his book was about?
I think partially. I don't know. I think it was just a memoir.
But I did know that he had some troubles.
Yeah, he had some substance abuse problems for a long time. But I heard he drowned
in his own pool.
Wow. God. Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Folks, winter is here. All right, it's about to be in full swing, and the last thing you're going to want to do is leave the house for some lame things, to run dumb errands you don't want to do, like picking up groceries. The good news is you can stay home, stay cozy by using Instacart, because with Instacart, you can get some of your favorite products from some of your favorite local stores delivered right to your front door in as little as 1 hour. And the best part is right now, 2 in the Cooler listeners get free delivery on their first order of $10 or more. All you have to do is spend $10 and Instacart will deliver whatever it is you're looking for right to your front door. No delivery fee, baby, okay? All you have to do to get that great deal is hit the link in this episode description. Why not make things a little easier on yourself as we're heading into the holiday season and start using Instacart today? Folks, a great way to support the show and do something nice for yourself is to check out all the great merch we have got over at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. All kinds of cool stuff, not just for this show, but also for Schemin' and Dreamin' and Quested, the other 2 podcasts that we produce right here. All right, and of course, you're going to find all the classics, all right, all the stuff you love, t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeves. We've also got a ton of cool accessories. We've got glassware, pint glasses, those really nice metal water bottles, slides, notebooks, fanny packs, bucket hats, whatever it is you are looking for, we have got it. So go ahead and check all that out again at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. Link is going to be in this episode description, so get yourself something that's going to make you look good and make you feel good and helps support the show. And if you're interested in advertising on this show or our twin show Schemin' and Dreamin' or Quested, the Dungeons & Dragons podcast that we produce right here, you can email us at snackspotsports@gmail.com for details on how you can start reaching thousands of listeners in the Buffalo area and beyond. Podcasting, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but it's really changed the way that advertising works, because I think a big part of it is the host-read thing, but really, what says more than anything is when you have these companies like McDonald's and State Farm, NASCAR, massive companies, people with, huge advertising budgets. They do commercials on the Super Bowl and stuff like that, moving into the podcast space. I think it says a lot. Forbes has done articles about it. You've seen numbers like it's up to 19% more effective than your traditional advertising, like TV or whatever. And it's fun to see companies like the ones I mentioned moving away from that more traditional media into something like podcasting. The problem is, it hasn't really left any room yet for smaller or local businesses to get in on the action. But that's what we are here for. That's what we're all about. So again, if you're interested in learning more about all the benefits to podcast advertising, reach out to us at snackspotsports@gmail.com. Folks, I mentioned it up top, but I've got to tell you again, the brand new Patreon page is in full swing, baby. We've got the Captions On podcast going up there right now, where myself, Faz from Schemin' and Dreamin', and of course our wonderful producer Emily are going through all the Disney Channel original movies. It's a lot of ups and downs. It's a real roller coaster of emotions, but it's an absolute blast. And we've got a lot of other stuff planned that's going to be hitting that platform very soon. Patreon exclusives, new series, things like that. So you don't want to miss it, especially right now when you can sign up for just $3 a month, folks. Okay, so get ahead of the action. Hit the link in this episode description or in our Instagram bio and check out the brand new Patreon page. That's patreon.com/snackspot.
Yeah. R.I.P. Matthew Perry. What I will say is that the Friends community online is fucking driving me up a wall.
Of course they are, dude.
They are.
Because the Friends people are the kind of people who, with any celebrity, would do exactly what I was just saying, right? The fans of the show Friends are the, again, for lack of a better term, fakest people on the planet. So this is like fucking a Thanksgiving buffet for them
dude.
now, dude. They're going to be milking this shit forever.
Like, I've watched probably more NCIS than all the Friends fans have watched Friends.
Yes, that's the fuck.
And
God damn it, we should just make a whole other separate podcast about how fucking bad Friends is. And their fans.
You know, when Ducky passed, it was sad.
Yeah,
but I wasn't, screaming, crying, throwing up. These fucking Friends people on Instagram are acting like they're taking weeks off. They're taking personal time off to recover from this death. Like, you didn't fucking know the guy.
And the thing is
that mean to say? Is that bad to say? Like,
I don't think so. Because
there's
I think
no
you're
problem
correct.
with like one R.I.P. Matthew Perry post.
Yeah.
Like, R.I.P. Matthew Perry, huge Friends fan. That's fine. But like, dude, the sad memes of like Joey sitting in the chair by him, like with the chair next to him empty, and like people like come on, folks.
That's so fucked up too. I think because the Friends cast, they did, from what I understand, they were pretty close with each other. So to use Matt LeBlanc, who played Joey, like that, I mean, that's fucked up too. I think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't even mean it like that. I
sure,
just think
sure.
like,
but what you're saying is right. I feel like the Friends fans, I feel like most of them didn't know what Chandler's real name was until this past weekend.
Yeah, I'm sure some of them did.
Yeah, I'm sure some of them did, but I bet you a ton did not.
I did.
Oh, well, yeah, but you're not
No,
you're not one of these.
I had no clue that his name was
Friends
Matthew
fans.
Perry. In fact, when I saw that Matthew Perry died, I was like, who the fuck? I had no clue who Matthew Perry was.
I have no gauge,
No.
the ice cream, heir to the ice cream fortune, Matthew Perry?
I think I legitimately had to Google Matthew Perry and then saw a picture of him in Friends. I was like, oh, it's Friends
Oh,
guy.
got it. Yeah.
But I wouldn't have known that it was Chandler either.
Right. It's just one of them. Yeah.
Guy from Friends.
Yeah, guy from Friends.
But R.I.P. Matthew Perry.
Yes,
I got no gripes against Matthew Perry.
It's very sad
Just
anytime
against the
somebody
show.
dies, especially in a way like that, especially somebody who,
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're a fan of Friends, still fuck you. Let's see, what else? Kim Kardashian, did you see the new?
Oh, what'd she do?
Man, what a mogul, first of all. If you don't respect Kim Kardashian, I think you're
she's been doing
absolutely
it for
nuts.
years, too.
And she
invented sex tapes.
She invented sex tapes, baby. Well, shout out to Pam Anderson, first and foremost. Even Paris Hilton's was before Kim Kardashian's. Let's just get that straight. If we're looking at, sex tapes through time, it's Pam Anderson, which changed the world as we know it. I don't know if you're a sex tape historian.
No,
but I've
also
done
don't know
a
who
little
Pam Anderson is.
She's the blonde woman from Baywatch, and she was like,
oh, Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, Pamela
I'm familiar
Anderson.
With Pamela
oh,
Anderson.
Pamela.
Yeah.
What are you, a fucking second grade teacher? Pam Anderson. Oh, you mean little Pamela?
No, but that's Pamela
used to
Anderson.
always color
I've
in the
never heard
lines.
her been called Pam Anderson.
That's like, well,
Pamela
you got to keep your ears to the streets, dude, because people call her Pam. If you've seen the sex tape, you can call her Pam. You can call her Pam. It's pretty gross. It's her and Tommy, the drummer from Motley Crue, and it's sex tape technology was still in its infancy, right? First of all, I mean, and this, I think it was it might have been early 90s or late 80s, but both of them full bush. I'm talking like Brad Pitt level bush on this guy, which for anybody who hasn't listened to the podcast a lot, I didn't say it on here, did I? No. I was a guest on Schemin' and Dreamin', and you know how they get. So when I was on their show that week, I had recently seen a photo of Brad Pitt naked that I guess was published in Playboy or in Playgirl without his consent in like 1997 or something like that. And it's just like a long distance paparazzi photo. Brad Pitt's
like through his window or something.
He's on his balcony, schlong fucking hanging out, and I mean, Jesus Christ, you could fucking Hansel and Gretel could get lost in this guy's bush, man. It was the longest pubic hair I've ever seen on any man in my entire life. It was Brad Pitt. And the other thing is, because this is about Fight Club time, right? So the rest of him, there's not a single hair covering any other inch of his body. And then it's just, bam, right there. So in case anyone was ever wondering. I don't remember what my point was about this. Oh, but the sex tape stuff. Yeah. The Pam Anderson sex tape, it was like a big deal for people of like a certain age. Like I've heard Chris Rock tell this story how he went to meet a kid for a Make-A-Wish thing, and the kid, was like in his early teens or whatever and was probably not going to make it, and Chris Rock, I guess, like slipped him the Pam Anderson sex tape or whatever so he could like watch it before he died, I guess. So for some people it's like a big deal. It's a real moment in history. A real snapshot into America of the time was definitely the Pam Anderson sex tape.
Okay, so back to Kim K.
Oh yeah, so Kim Kardashian. So her latest product is because she's done a lot of like cosmetic stuff, right?
Yeah.
But also a lot of like bodysuit shit, right? Like, and doesn't she have shorts that like make your butt bigger
maybe.
or whatever? They have pads. So now what she's done is she has created a bra that makes it look like your nipples are always hard.
Interesting.
Very
a
interesting.
Nipple bra.
A nipple bra. Yeah. So it does.
Which is a crazy concept.
I mean, it's a full
the
bra. Like
entire,
it does what you want it to do.
Yeah.
It's just right there. It's a little,
But I feel like a lot of people, the purpose behind a bra is to, keep the nipples at bay.
Interesting. Maybe maybe it was like that back in the day, but I feel like now, I feel like we're certainly past the sort of free the nipple movement. Remember when that was a thing like a few years ago? But nipples are still very prevalent in everyday life, you know what I mean? It's a part
I got them, you got them.
Yeah. There's no use hiding it, baby. We all got them. So that's just an interesting new thing that Kim is getting into, and we'll see. But it's just a nipple bra. It's just you can't trust anything anymore. You know what I mean?
A nipple bra.
A nipple bra. Yeah.
Nipple bra.
Well, it's a bra with nipples.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not a bra for your
bra.
Nipples. A nippled bra. Yeah.
Like a boiled goose.
Yeah, the boiled goose nipple bra.
Yeah. A nippled bra. I'm gonna have to wrap my head around that for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be all the rage, I feel like now, like that. You know what that is? Because this is kind of staying in the realm of like the sex tape stuff that we were talking about, so I apologize, but you remember like there was a period of time when Paris Hilton was really famous and like Lindsay Lohan was really famous, where there were like photos of them like getting out of their cars and they didn't have underwear on or whatever.
I remember when that was
Time
not Time magazine. What was that?
I think it was on the cover of Time.
What was that magazine that was in all the
People?
Yeah, People.
People magazine.
People magazine.
Yeah.
And it was just censored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like now
Borat has a picture like that.
Huh?
Borat in the movie.
Oh yes. So I feel like now, or I feel like this nipple bra is kind of.
Or no, it's not Borat. It's it's the Love Guru. Yeah, that's what it is.
Of course it is. Of
Hell
course
yeah.
it is. Yeah, shout out to him. Well, now we'll have to pick up a nipple bra.
Yeah.
Sounds right up the Love Guru's alley.
The nipple bra.
But I feel like the nipple bra is kind of a different way of doing that, but you will get more eyes on it potentially because they don't have to censor it, you know what I mean? It's a way of like being salacious in a very controlled way, which is pretty much what the entire Kardashian brand is, if we want to break it down, right?
Yeah, I guess. Could just go no bra.
Yeah, that's true, but it's also like if you have the nipple bra, it makes it look like you have perfect nipples, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So, and you want people to be, obviously you want people to be thinking about your nipples and your boobs then, and you want them to think you have really nice ones. So it really works out for your benefit. And I mean, we know now that the nipple bra technology exists, but we're not going to be able to tell who's wearing it and who's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feels like real life AI somehow. I don't know if that really tracks, but somehow it feels like real life artificial intelligence tricking us in that way. Are you looking up the nipple bra right now?
Yeah, I'm seeing like what's going on. I'm trying to get eyes on the project.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a bra with nipples.
Yeah, it's just a
this
bra
is a
with
great
nipples.
This is exactly that's what it
Yeah,
is.
that's all it is, dude.
Yeah. Huh.
Make your boobs look like mannequin boobs.
I wonder if you could if you like jumbo nipple bra.
We gotta make that.
Yeah, it was just
fucking silver dollars.
Like Madonna fucking.
We gotta, I think, why that would be fun to do is because I think initially we'd be like, oh, we'd either be like, our first attempt would either be like way too big and we'd be like, let's scale it down a little bit, or it'd be like, we gotta go bigger. So look out for that. I think there's a real market for like a novelty nipple bra.
Yeah.
An NNB, baby.
Yeah. NNB.com. We own that shit.
NNB.com. Yeah. NNB.org. Because part of the proceeds go to what
funding
charity?
people that have lost their nipples.
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
Plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Nipples.
Fucking BB gun accidents.
Just getting skid on pavement. I've heard of that before.
Yeah,
Somebody skid on pavement and lost an entire nipple.
Dude, slip and slide accidents.
I think it grew back though. I think their nipple grew back.
Yes, I've heard of people's nipples growing back. Actually, there's a guy.
For science, we should cut a nipple off.
Yeah, sure. We'll get somebody in it. Let's just draw straws.
Yeah.
That's a fair way to do it. We don't have to decide. We'll
bring Bauer back on the show.
Oh yeah, dude, that guy'll chop his nipple off, no questions asked.
Yeah, I saw a good tweet today. Mariah Carey put out a banger of a tweet.
Really?
Yeah, saying like it's time, and it was like a bunch of guys with pumpkin heads on, like thawing her out in an ice cube, and then like she thaws out, and then obviously it's snow starts falling, Christmas trees pop out, and it's all I want for Christmas season.
We got to look up how much money she makes off
dude,
of that
well, that's what I was getting at. Was somebody tweeted the tweet and was like, dude, Mariah Carey found the infinite money hack. Like, she will never run out of money because of how popular that song is for a month and a half every year.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can find the exact number.
I mean, it has to be
millions.
Over year. Like yearly. I bet you it's the most played song yearly since it came out. Because think about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I do. I know. I hear you.
Because like eventually songs only get a few plays a year. I wonder if that's a stat. I don't think I said that right. Most plays yearly for the last 20 years. Yeah, I like that. Most average yearly plays over the last since it came out. When it came out, 2012, 2010. When that song come out?
Oh, I think it was earlier than
that. 2007?
Maybe.
I don't know.
But so from what I can see here, it's actually. Do you want to guess how much she makes off of it a year?
A couple $1 million.
Yeah, it's like 2.5.
Yeah, I mean,
which is good.
But again, like you're just getting that every single year. December hits. Here's a $2.5 million check.
Yeah, that is fucking crazy. But it's not like if you're Mariah Carey, that's probably not enough for you to live off of, though.
Yeah, but she probably has a lot of money from being Mariah Carey, and she still does like ads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like, think about it. A lot of musicians at this point in their career probably, don't even have half that. And that's off only that song too.
Yeah, right. And that's what she's grossing from that song. That's not like what the song is making. That's Mariah Carey's cut of that song. So that's pretty good. Are you looking up what year it came out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, dude, I wasn't even close.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
2002.
No.
Damn.
I can't believe I said Christmas staple, but it never hit number one until 2019, and it has ranked as the most popular holiday song of all time on the Billboard Holiday 100.
See, I feel like
1994 is when it came out.
No fucking way. Wow, that's way. Like, wait. My earliest guess would have been 89. Yeah. Or 90, 98.
Yeah, this article came out today. It's about the tweet, actually. Sorry, I'm just to see if... Yeah, it was a vault, and it opened at like midnight on November 1st. And then the 1994 hit, yeah.
Wow.
has long been a Christmas staple, but never hit number one until 2019.
Now, I wonder if the
I think
average
she's going on tour, like a Christmas tour this year.
might as well. Good
Mariah
for
Merry Christmas one and all tour November 15th in Highland, and ride her sleigh across North America until December 17th. Gig at Madison Square Garden. Dude, should we
That's
go
sick.
December 17th, Madison
Dude,
Square
it's gonna be
Garden?
impossible to get tickets
Dude,
for that.
we can get
Mariah at the Garden?
We
Are
can
you
get
kidding
tickets
me?
from Mariah at the
Billy
Garden,
Joel, dude.
We're gonna have to get tickets from Mariah at the Garden.
That'd be too crazy, man.
I wish she was playing at like Meadowlands, and then Bruce would come out. You're mad enough, oh, you're mad enough, right? You're mad enough, oh,
Dude, I'm about to pass out. How excited that just got me. But she does have that other great song from Rush Hour, and I think it's like.
looking back, cause when I yeah, that's a good one.
That's a top notch
Cause
tune.
when I walk by every night, looking back.
See, you know what I like about that song is you don't even have to know the words. You can
Yeah,
just
I gotta
go
look-
like
I gotta
that
look
and
it
have
up.
the fucking time of your life. Go,
Yeah.
you know, something like that. It's just, yeah, you can't beat it. Mariah Carey actually
Shout out to Mariah Carey.
has the most number one hits of any artist in history. Did you know that?
I believe it.
I think she has 18 or
Always
something.
Be My Baby, banger.
Oh, that is a great tune. There should be more covers of that song. Like, I feel like,
She's
I don't know. Somebody, honestly, I mean, I'm not really like an Ed Sheeran guy, but like an Ed Sheeran version would be really cool, I think. I think he could do it well.
I don't know what that song's called.
Emily, do you know what that song is? The, what was it? It's in the first Rush Hour movie. That's how I know it.
Fantasy.
Oh,
yeah, it's the first song
yes.
on her.
Because somebody remixed that this past year, I believe.
Talking sweet and looking fine. I get kind of hectic inside. Baby, I'm so into you. Darling, if you want me to.
Oh,
All the things that flow through my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's got like 18
she got a pretty
number
big,
18
she
number
got a-
ones.
She got a pretty big essentials playlist.
And then
See, Creed is coming to Darien Lake.
No.
Yeah, on their tour.
Can You Take Me Higher?
Can you take me? I would go just to see that song played live.
That song is pretty
Dude,
sick.
it'd probably be electric.
Yeah.
I'd want everybody being Simba'd. Like, every person, go in order. Like, if there's a person next to you that you're larger than, Simba them.
Right, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Dude, before we play this song, everybody
But-
line up
yeah,
according to your
partner
height.
up. Well, no, just partner up with somebody smaller than you and
Mhm.
Simba them.
That's a beautiful thing. It's going to bring the world together, baby. I don't know any of their other songs, but I bet they're solid. But that, I mean, you got to close with that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Which is kind of tough when you see an artist
And,
and
yeah,
you
you're
know that,
yeah.
you're just kind of, it's got to be weird.
What if they're like, nah, we're not playing it?
Dude, then fuck them. Then honestly, they're going to hell. If they don't play
Do they
that
have
song,
other songs?
Of course, yeah, I'm sure
Oh,
they've
okay.
got like albums and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't care how much Christian rock you play, though. If you don't play that song at your shows, you're straight to hell, dude. I mean, God wants to hear it.
Yeah, that's
God
true.
wants to hear that tune. Think about every other song that is like for God, right? Like think about the hymns in church, right? They all suck so bad, and for whatever reason, God wants people to
There's
sing
a
to
few
them. I
bops.
guess, you know, whatever. Name one good. Name one.
I gotta think, dude. I can think of a few that are like, oh, yeah, no, fuck. There's a few. I'll think of them. I almost started singing the Halo
Forever
song.
and
ever, dude. That is a bang. When you hit that forever and ever, dude.
Oh, forever and ever.
That is the hardest forever and ever that ever gets hit.
That's a pretty.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good Simba moment. To
Yeah.
dude, I can honestly see why that.
Spirit, forever and ever. I hope that other people know what we're talking about.
Of course they do, dude.
Yeah.
If you had to go to church as a kid, you know forever and ever. You
Yeah.
can hit the forever
Oh,
and ever, dude.
That shit was mic drop on the forever
Shout
and ever.
out to him. Shout out to Father Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Speaking of like these music and stuff, because what I was saying about Mariah Carey with her hits, like she's got more number one hits than the Beatles. The Beatles are putting out a new song, even though two of them are dead. There's some, I just read about this, it's a new thing. There's like some, John Lennon recorded some song, and then when he died, Yoko Ono gave it to Paul McCartney. And I guess he and Ringo, maybe some George Harrison stuff, whatever, they all kind of like laid some tracks down over it. So now it's a new Beatles song, which is going to be the first one since, 1969, I believe, is when the band broke up. No idea. So it's going to be the first Beatles song in like a very long time. I feel like it's a big deal, but it's also strange because obviously two of them are dead.
That's crazy. Why did that guy shoot John Lennon again?
I heard his dog told him to do it. Like he was crazy, and he's like, my dog.
But he was shot,
John
Lennon. It wasn't like he ran into him on the street, like, and
it was
pissed him off.
It was like an intentional. It was like I'm
an
not
assassination.
Just gonna, I was like, I'm not just going for anybody. I'm going for Johnny. Yeah, he was
Johnny
targeting
boy.
John Lennon for sure because he got him right outside his apartment building, man.
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy. Do you think that could happen today? Like somebody, you think somebody like, what do we got? Justin Bieber or something, right?
I hope it doesn't, but I think it could.
Of course.
I think it definitely could.
But don't you think those guys are usually like either in the car or always with a security person?
It's kind of tough to say because it was post. Like, I mean, he was still famous, obviously.
Oh, for sure.
Like, he was still incredibly famous.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. He was a little bit, like, again, the band had broken up. He was a little bit, he was doing some solo stuff still, right?
Yeah, but he was still, I mean.
I know he was still crazy famous, but.
I would still say, honestly, at his height. Like, the Beatles' height went on for a very long time, even after their death. I would say there's still an element of height that they're at. It's just kind of different, I guess, because Paul McCartney's so old and stuff. That guy does look like grandma, but I do love him to death. But straight up Paul McCartney. He's got grandma face. But I heard he loves margaritas, so I'm all in on him. I heard that's like his go-to drink.
Really?
Yes.
So he probably knows where Jimmy Buffett is.
Yes, obviously, because James Buffet is still alive.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Wasting away again in Margaritaville.
Can't beat him.
I know we haven't done too much today, but how about we do the Who Would Win of the Week?
Yeah, for sure. The Who Would Win of the Week this week is Roz from Monsters, Inc. versus Mrs. Puff from SpongeBob. What a battle. What a battle.
Always watching.
Let's see. Mrs. Puff, quick to anger.
She got a short leash.
Yeah, and short fuse.
Short fuse.
And Roz, though, really knows how to strike fear into people. But I don't think that would work for Mrs. Puff, honestly. Because she's a brassy lady herself. Like, I think Mrs. Puff would be pretty hard to intimidate. I mean, she's a puffer fish, right? That's her whole thing.
But I feel like she gets scared. Like when SpongeBob's driving, she's always scared.
That's true.
I feel like she gets flustered.
Flustered, sure. But I think that always just kind of turns itself into anger.
But I definitely don't think that Roz is going to be afraid of Miss Fish. Like, think about it. Roz's job is to pretty much clock people, giant scary monsters, in and out all day long.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And she does, and she intimidates them.
Yeah.
So I don't think Miss Puff is scared at all. Now, Miss Puff might be a little bit more spry than Roz. Roz seems to be very slow and slimy.
She is slow and slimy, like she is, slug adjacent. But
yeah.
I think she's deceptively, not necessarily quick, but I think she knows how to make up for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think she's really strong.
I think she knows her strengths really well.
Yeah.
And knows her weaknesses really well. So she knows how to kind of operate in a fight situation, how to let people not get the best of her. You know what I mean? Okay, and I think what you said about the intimidation factor is absolutely correct with Roz dealing with like the big monsters and stuff.
But also, Miss Fish is a puffer fish. Like, she has giant, spikes on her.
That's true.
But she's got small arms and small legs.
Yeah,
know what
but
I
again,
mean?
that's
She's
not really
got
going to be
little-
her game, right? She's going to be kind of more like basketballing around, I
Yeah,
guess.
like
'cause
body
she's gonna,
slamming. She's
yeah,
gonna be
she's
doing
gonna
a lot
puff
of
up.
body slamming.
Right. And how... I wonder, how much do you think Roz would really be affected by that? I mean, if Mrs. Puff just like, boom, smacked right into her, fucking sharp out. Because I feel like Roz's body being so gelatinous would absorb a lot of the impact, obviously. But as far as the spikes are concerned, I feel like they would miss a lot of her internal organs because it seems like she's got, so many layers of slime that it's kind of a protective deal,
Yeah, like she's I'm trying to think of what the I guess kind of like in Stranger Things, like the wall, you know how it's like an organism kind of?
Oh, yeah.
Like the portal. It's kind of like that. Like she's very like like if you were to dude, in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I think it's Volume 3. When they're in those spacesuits and they jump onto that.
Oh, onto that. Ooh,
yeah, that's
yeah.
what
It's like that.
she's like.
Yeah.
So like slicing her probably, like you could take a piece out of her and it would just.
Yeah, right.
Do
right,
that.
Right. I wouldn't be surprised if Roz has a healing factor.
Yeah, she's
sure.
got some regeneration going on,
which I think is also like a thing for, like, invertebrates like slugs and snails and stuff.
No,
things
she's
of that
definitely
nature,
got some.
I mean, they're tough to take down.
She's definitely got some healing powers.
Like I think slugs even have like more than one heart. Like they got a lot of backup systems. Like they're good.
I've never tried to kill a slug. Like, what's your play?
I think you just salt it. That's like the best. That's the only way to go.
I've seen like a dried out slug, but I've never like seen a slug and tried to like stomp it out.
Yeah.
I bet you could stomp a slug out.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're a human person, I mean, you smash that thing.
But I don't think that Miss Puff. What's her name? Miss Fish?
Mrs. Puff.
Mrs. Puff. I've been calling her Miss Fish.
I know. It's all right. That was our elementary school nurse's name.
I don't think that Miss Puff is gonna have the juice to squash Roz, but I also don't know. I still haven't figured out how Roz is gonna take down Miss Puff either.
Yeah, I guess that's a good call. Maybe.
But I bet you she is strong.
Yeah, I think she is. I think Roz is definitely.
And she has hands.
100%. We know that.
Yeah, she's got arms. They're scrawny, but they're longer than Puff's.
That's true. Reach is gonna be a factor here.
Yeah, maybe she got some reach on him.
And
I don't know.
Mrs. Puff, so easy to fluster. And again, nature of pufferfish, right? You spook them, boom, they blow up. Roz, cool as a cucumber, not affected by anything. Her fucking heart rate never goes very high. She's cool, collected. Now, we may not, again, know exactly how she's going to win this fight, but I think it's pretty clear that she definitely will.
Win. Yes. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Roz.
Yeah, I'm taking Roz 100%.
All right, well, we'll lock that in. Clean sweep for Roz versus Mrs. Puff. Miss Puff.
I've heard both ways. I'm not sure if she's married.
Vote on that on Friday on Instagram. Who would win of the week? I doubt she's married.
I don't know. Maybe she got divorced. I feel like she was Mrs. Puff for a while and then got out of there.
Really? She got split. She was spending too much of her time trying to teach SpongeBob how to drive.
Yeah, probably. SpongeBob ruined Mrs. Puff's marriage.
Yeah.
That would not surprise me one bit.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if you know this, but I can't believe it hasn't come up. If not, they're making a Good Burger too. And
Really?
it comes out this month.
Really?
It's going to be streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus.
I got Paramount.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna sign up for a free trial just so I can
We
watch
watch
it
it
for
together.
Sure. That'd be awesome. We'll do a little watch
you're gonna
party.
fucking watch without me, you scumbag.
Yeah, I probably will. Well, you're busy, man. I can't. It's Good Burger, dude. I can't be waiting
Good
around.
burger home with a good dude.
I think it's gonna be awesome.
I've
though,
had a
because
burger in a while.
yeah.
I need a cheeseburger soon.
You ever been to Grover's?
No, but I've heard all about.
It's the best. I mean, they are gigantic, and like you go there and people tell you the burgers are big and they're fucking huge. So you kind of think it's like maybe gonna be a novelty type deal, but they are legitimately tasty. Like they do taste very good.
So I've heard.
It's not a Mondo burger situation.
What about no, I'm a big Rock Burger fan too. No
Oh,
free ads,
yeah,
but
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
shout out both places.
Yeah, well, they stuff them all, right?
Dude, yeah, they got the stuffed burger.
Yeah, I tried it. It was
slaps.
cool. It wasn't really my thing though.
Oh, dude,
I don't know.
it's so good. They got one with like it's got the whole 9 on it, It's there's a few that I like, but they have one. It's like the Dorito Explosion, and it's like stuffed with like a chicken finger or something like that, and then it's got Doritos and bison chip dip on it.
You know, you saying
And it's
that,
fucking so good, dude.
you saying that makes me think maybe those fucking British kids have a point about American food. I might have to
Fuck those
give them
British
that
kids.
one.
Fuck
They
those
do
British
they do
kids.
suck. I do hate all British children without a doubt. That's why I refuse to watch the Chronicles of Narnia. I think Aslan should have eaten all their asses, but they might have a point on that one. They might have a point on that one.
No, I don't agree.
God,
But
those kids were making me mad. But Good Burger 2 is going to be sick. I feel like even if
who's in it?
It's them. They're back, baby. The whole gang's back together. It's Ed and...
Do you think they run Good Burger now?
I'm not sure. I couldn't tell by the trailer, which I like, obviously, because trailers, I think, give too much away these days. But the Good Burger trailer, solid trailer. And there is confirmed a dance number in it, so sticking true to form, which is great. There you go.
No,
Tighten-
it's been
tighten
losing
that
it all
bad boy.
day. Yeah, this thing's hanging on.
I think it's going to be a fun watch, though. Like, damn, sorry. I might have to replace that one.
Yeah.
But just watching Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell on screen together,
It's going to be a lot of fun.
it's going to be a blast, dude. Like, you
I
can't
didn't
go
know they were
wrong
making
there.
a Good Burger.
I know,
Can't
me
wait.
neither. I just literally, I think 2 days ago, I saw it.
This
And
is exciting news.
yeah, because they just put out the full-length trailer 2 days ago. So I watched
I'll have
that.
to give it a watch.
And I think it's going to be fun, dude. Kel Mitchell, man, what a guy. I love that dude. And he was a real, like, guy who it was like a Kramer situation. You know what I mean? Like, where you do such a great job of playing this one character that you kind of get stuck in that. So you can't get any other jobs. I think that was his situation because he was the host of a CBS show called Furry Friends or something, where it was all about like weird animal pairing friends, like a llama and a duck, but
Became
somehow
best friends.
yeah, exactly.
That sounds like a brutal show.
It was part of all the broadcast networks are still legally obligated to have a certain number of hours of quote unquote educational programming in their block. So Saturday morning from like 6 to 8, it's like that show, and then Miranda Cosgrove actually hosted another one that was about like science or something.
Nice.
And that counts as CBS
We love
that
science.
fulfills their obligation to do that. So he was the host of that. I will say I think it was last season on Saturday Night Live before the strike happened. I don't remember who the fucking host was, but Kel Mitchell showed up in a sketch, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's Kel!
Yeah.
It's so great!" So at the good nights, the host thanks the cast, the crew, any of the guests who show up. Like if Mick Jagger is on there or whatever,
Yeah.
it's like, and special thanks to Mick Jagger and stuff. And he forgot he didn't say Kel. And I was like, I know Kel is such a good dude that this isn't going to bother him, but it bothered
bothers
me
you.
as a fan. It really bothered me as a fan because he's the fucking man and we all know it, and it's just one of those tough things, dude, where like for some reason you just fall out of the zeitgeist a little bit,
It happens.
It does happen. But hopefully this will put him back on top because he's a funny motherfucker, dude. And like, he and Kenan Thompson, I think, both from doing all of that Nickelodeon stuff. I mean, Kenan Thompson's his work ethic is so good. Like, he's such a professional, and I have to think that Kel is a very similar way from what I've seen. Point being, I'm excited for Good Burger 2.
Me
It's
too,
gonna
Andy.
rule. It's gonna rule.
All right. Well,
Is it time to get out of here?
yeah, a little shorter today, but I got.
Okay. Yeah, we can roll out. We can
Yeah.
Autobots roll out of here.
Yeah, but we, I appreciate you, Andy.
I appreciate you as well.
Yeah, picked up a TV at the house for me today.
Oh yeah,
Wasn't sitting
yeah.
at the porch.
You saw that? It's
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I saw it.
All right.
It's a good deed. It's a good deed, Andy.
Hey, I got to do
Well-
one every decade.
I love you.
I love you too. Let's get out of here. Thanks, folks.